We are live. All right, welcome everybody. I am Michelle Valenti with the APDA. That's the American Parkinson Disease Association here in the greater St. Louis area. And today is March the 20th, 2025. Woo, one day away from spring. And it's going to be our last cold day. I just know it, right? It's going to get warm after this. All right, so today we're going to be doing a level 2 standing class, or you can do it seated if you want. Make sure, though, if you are standing, you have a chair or something nearby in case you need it for stability, in case you need it to hold on to if we do balance work. We also might use it later on in the program and actually use the chair. So have that nearby if you want it. Make sure you have weights nearby if you want to use weights. Those are optional. And also make sure you have water, okay, nearby. Take just a moment and look around you. Make sure that those weights and water are not in your path. When we start moving, you can trip over them. Okay, so we want to tuck them under the chairs or to the side. We will be doing some work side to side, forward and back. Okay, so make sure your little space is clear. All right, we're going to start with a warm up and stretching. We're going to have our feet right under our hips with our toes forward, knees slightly bent, arms down to the side. Let's take a big deep breath and stretch. Reach up to the ceiling, and then exhale. We're going to bend at the waist, reach down for your toes. Try to keep your head above your heart here. We're feeling the back of the legs and our lower back. Take another deep breath, reach up. Exhale down, nice and slow. Breathe it all out. Lift up, breathe in again. And exhale down, stretching that lower back, the back of the legs. We're going to come all the way back up, pull our shoulders back and down. Okay, lift that chin up. Let's bring our arms out to the sides. Watch your neighbor. Palms are down to start. We're going to roll forward at the shoulders, making sure we're keeping those knees bent and we're taking those deep breaths. Okay. I prefer in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can do whatever you want. Just make sure you're not holding that breath. If your shoulders start to bother you, bring your arms down a little bit. You still want to try to keep them straight, but we're just trying to get those shoulders rolling in those sockets, right? Getting that movement, warming them up. Let's stop and go backwards. Keep that chest nice and wide if you can. Deep breaths. Starting to feel that burn a little bit. All right, and bring those arms down. Good. Let's make a big tight fist right by the shoulders. Push your arms straight out in front. Open those fingers wide. We'll come in and push straight. In and straight. Good. So I like this one because you can actually see those arms straighten out in front of you. We're trying to make our arms long. Okay, unlock those elbows. And we're also trying to look at our fingers and see if we can stretch them nice and wide. All right, now we're going to take those hands out to the side and do the same thing, but we're opening up that chest a little bit more. And you don't have to do this shoulder height either. You can do these lower, but straight arms. Good. All right, last but not least, we're going to open our arms down straight towards the floor, curl up, and open down. Good. Yeah, we can get those knees going a little bit, like you're flicking water off your hands, or mud if you have mud rain, because we've had that here, which is new to me. There is. All right, now we're going to take our hands another time in a fist, okay, and start circling forward like you're pedaling a bike. And I want you to keep those knees soft and start kind of bouncing up and down a little bit in your knees and turning your waist and turning your shoulders. Okay, so we're trying to loosen up that spine a little bit, loosen up those shoulders even more. Let's go bigger with our arms. Good. So see if you can turn at the waist just a little bit as you're doing this. Turn a little side to side. Good. That really helps loosen up that back. Let's stop and go backwards. Deep breaths. Good. All right. Let's take our hands out in front. We're going to try to twist side to side. Keep the knees bent. And I like kind of going slow with this, just because if you go too fast and turn your head too fast, you can get a little dizzy doing this. But what we want to do is see how far we can get our hands around, back behind us even. And that allows you to start really turning that spine. Don't force anything though, okay? Take it easy. Let's do a couple more. Good. Now, we're going to bring our arms straight out in front. We're going to bend at the waist and reach forward. Stretch out that upper back. Stand up and pull back. Open that chest nice and wide. Bend forward, reach. Stand up, pull back. Good. Bend and reach real far away. Stand up, pull back. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Let's do 3 more. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. One more time. Reach and pull. Good. All right, let's start with the feet. We're going to lift our toes up off the floor and tap. This is hard to balance sometimes because we're rocking up onto the heels. So, you can hold on to something while you're doing this if you feel unbalanced, or you can do one toe at a time. Okay? So that helps too if you feel like you're going to fall backwards. It helps to keep those knees bent and shift that weight. Good. All right. Let's leave the toes down and lift those heels up off the floor and tap. Good. All right. Heels down. Let's lift that right toe up off the floor. Spin out. Lift that toe up and spin in. Okay, so we're not just working the ankle here. We're starting to open that hip. So it's about a half a turn if you can. Taking your time. You might need to bring your feet in closer together. All right, one more time on this foot. Good. Let's switch to that left foot. Out and in. Good job. A couple more on this side. All right, we're going to bring those feet back under the hips and start a little walk in place. So try to keep those feet under the hips. We're lifting with those quads. Legs are coming up in front. I want you to try to swing that opposite arm. And we're also going to try to stand up real tall, pull our shoulders back, open that chest. So with me, sometimes the higher I swing my arms, the higher my legs go. And we also want to make sure we're swinging that opposite arm with the leg. That keeps our body more balanced as we're lifting up. And we're on one foot for a short period of time. Good. Your own pace. Let's go about 10 more seconds here. Good. All right. Now, let's put our hands right out in the front of the chest. Okay? Now, here's what a lot of people do. We're going to try to go knee up to that hand. But a lot of people start doing this. Okay, so we want to leave. This is where our goal is. We might not hit it, but that's all right. That's where our goal is. Let's lift up that right leg for a count of 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, 9, 10, left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, we're stepping now. Let's take a step to the right with both feet and to the left with both feet. We aren't going for how wide we can step. We're going for how high we can lift our knees, okay? And I want you to lift both knees. So a lot of times we take a big step and then we slide our foot. We're not sliding today. We're lifting, lifting. Good. So this really helps to open up those hips, stepping side to side, lifting those knees up. Good. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Deep breath. We're nice and warm, right? Okay. So let's first start on some big movement. Big movement. So we're going to do this. We're going to go to the right with a big step, just our right leg. We're going to reach out with our right arm. So it looks like this. We're going to step out, reach. Okay, we're not just stepping, but look, I'm bending me now. I'm reaching like I'm going to grab something. Then I'm going to step back in. Then I'm going to go to the right side. Right, left side out and in. Okay, let's do 10 of those back and forth. All right, so not just stepping out, reaching out. Straight arms, big legs. Ready? Right and left. Right, good. Lift back and left. Lift back. Right, lift back, left. Lift back. Right, lift back, left. Lift back. One more each way. And in. Good. Okay, so 10 of those. Next, we're going to do a front kick. Okay? We're going to lift through the heel and kick our leg as straight as we can. Okay? We're going to do 10 of those, starting with that right leg. I'm just going to hold my arms in front to start so I make sure I'm balanced. Okay? So this first set. Start, remember when we kick with through the heel, not the toe. Start with that right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now we're going to change that up. Practice one more time. So instead of holding our arms here, we're going to challenge our balance. We're going to kick with our right leg. We're going to go straight forward with that right arm like this. 1, 2, okay? Like that. So straight arm out with that kick, same side. So this one we're balancing since we're lifting everything on the right side, we're balancing on that left side. Okay, so nice and slow, keeping those feet coming right back under our hips. All right, right side first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, let's start over. We're going to add those two exercises together. 10 big step outs, making sure we step back in, and then 10 kicks with our arms. All right, to the right first. Ready? 1, lift in. 2, and reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift back. Now kicks. Same arm out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. You guys are very balanced. Nice work. Take some deep breaths. That gets that heart rate up. All right, we're adding on. My favorite, squats. We're also going to get small and big with our squats. Okay, so if you're seated for this, I want you to do high knee lifts if you want with big arms. Okay, so you're going to come down like this. You're going to lift those both knees at the same time. So you're going to work your core and your quads. We're going to do this. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. We're going to reach down to the sides of our legs, keeping our knees behind our toes when we squat. Okay? And then when we come up, we're going to go real big. You can even pop up onto those toes if you want. Okay, don't lose your balance, though. Sometimes you go like this and come forward. Okay, so we'll do 10 squats, small to big. Ready? Squat. 1. Squat. 2. Big straight arms. Squat. 3. Squat. 4. Squat. 5. Squat. 6. Squat. 7. Squat. 8. Squat. 9. And 10. All right. So that was the end of our adding on. We have those 3 exercises. And now we're going to go through that back to back 2 more times. First, I'm going to grab a drink. Grab a drink if you need it. So our 3 exercises are our step outs, our kick straight forward with a straight arm, and 10 squats or knee lifts if you're seated. So this counts as our big movements and our cardio because my heart rate keeps going up. So anytime, you don't have to run to do your cardio, right? You don't have to run, you don't have to bike. Anything that raises your heart rate up and down is cardio. It gets that heart pumping, okay? Also with that though, make sure you're feeling okay. So if you start to feel a little fatigued, a little dizzy, stop. Go ahead and have a seat, get a quick drink, okay? Make sure you're feeling all right. All right, so 10 step outs. Remember, we're lifting our legs. Do not scoot your leg on the floor. Ready? To the right. 1, 2, really reach here. 3, 4, good. 5, bend those legs. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now 10 kicks, same arm straight out in front. Let's go. 1, 2, through the heel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet are under those hips. 10 squats or leg lifts. Let's go. 1, up. 2, up. 3, 4, get big. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, deep breaths. We can take a break. You can take a break if you want. We're going to do it one more time. Okay, everybody looks ready. All right, remember our pattern. I'm not going to remind you this time. I want you to think about it. David is ready. Ready? To the right. 1, real big. 2, 3, 4, keep lifting that foot back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And kicks forward with the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet under the hips for squats. Let's go. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and break. A little break. Grab a drink. And then we're gonna start back with our weights. So if you have weights, go ahead and grab those when you're ready. Now, the first thing we're going to do is a high knee with a curl. Okay, so that's where we're marching basically, but high knees, and we're curling our arms at the same time. Okay, so what we want to do is 20 of those. Okay, 20 of those. So if your weights are too heavy to do 20 curls, you can either get lighter weights, or when they get too heavy, put them down and just set them right down on your seats quickly and keep going with those high knees. Okay? All right, so our feet are under our hips. Our shoulders are back. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, real high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now we're going to do some chops. I'm going to use both my weights. If your weights are too heavy to do this, put one weight down. Okay, so what we're going to do is keep our feet kind of wide. We're going to bring those weights over your right shoulder to start. Our knees stay bent. What we want to do is chop across the body, squeezing our core, okay, straightening our arms slightly, and back up. All right? 15 to your right. Let's go. Or to your left. 1, 2, bend those knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5 more to the side. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, catch your breath because we're going to do the other side. If those weights feel too heavy, put one down. All right, so 15 to the other side. So start with those weights over your left shoulder. We're chopping down across our right. Well, let's go. Bend those knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Woo. All right, once again, we'll count that as cardio, right? Is your heart rate up like mine? Okay, so we're going to go back and forth now because we're on to our strength/cardio portion. So 20 more high knees with a curl. All right. Everybody good? All right, let's start. Curl and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and high, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we're back to our chops. For those of you that were in my former class, you're probably getting a little fatigued, right? That boxing class we did, whoo, I'm feeling it. Okay, we're gonna do 15 more chops. So this is the time. If you need to put one of your weights down, go ahead and set it down. We're chopping across the body, starting over our right shoulder, down across our left leg. Ready for 15? 1, 2, 3, make sure you're breathing through these. 4, 5, bending those knees. 6, 7, you should feel this through the core. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Take some breaths. It's our last set of these. Yay! Okay, we're starting over that left shoulder, chopping down across the right leg. Ready? 1, bend those knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, so I want you to either have a seat, if you need it. You can stay standing with me. We're going to put one weight down, though. Now I want to do a little more core work with our one weight. You'll also get a little upper body with this. So I want you to think about opening up that core. So what is our core? Everybody thinks the core is just right here. Remember, it includes the lower back as well. So all around from your ribs to your hips, that's your core. It needs to be flexible so you can twist your back. You can bend up and down, okay? So first we're going to stretch that core with a little bit of a weight. Now, I'm going to grab that weight by the ends of my weight, and I'm going to start by pushing that weight up over my head. Now, you might not be able to do that. Maybe your shoulder doesn't work that well. You can come out here in front, but we want to try to straighten our arms. If you can't do that with the weight, do it without. I want to work on opening up our core, opening up those arms, okay? So first, we're going to start with that stretch up if you can, up as high as you can. Bend at the waist like we do during our stretching. Bend at the waist, bring that weight down between your knees, okay? Back up. Stretch up, breathe in deep. Exhale, lower between the knees. Bend at the waist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. 5 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. 3 more. Reach. Lower. Reach. Lower. One more time. Reach. And lower. Come back up. Now I'm going to hold my weight like this with one hand on top of the other. We're going to try to twist at the waist. I'm going to try to do a whole quarter of a turn. Okay? So if I'm facing same way as you guys, to my right first, I'm going to try to turn that weight to the windows. Okay? A quarter of a turn, whichever way you're standing. So you can stand and face this wall if that helps. We want to try to extend our arms out straight, but if that hurts your shoulders, you can be here. Okay, bend elbows, still same thing. Try to turn that weight a quarter of a turn, and then back to the center. We're going to do 10 to the right, 10 to the left. Knees are slightly bent. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your arms in. And also get your shoulders without even having to do shoulder raises. All right, give your shoulders a little break. We're going to go to the left. Sometimes one way is easier than the other. Okay, so that's okay. If one side is harder to turn, that's the side that's a little stiffer. You need to work on it. But remember, don't push past any pain. If it's painful, stop. Okay, don't go as far. All right, now to the left. Our arms are straight out in front or slight bend in the elbow. To the left. 1, a quarter of a turn if you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. See if we get our shoulders too. What? Yeah, that's what we're practicing. It's baseball season. Next week we start first game. Hey, Matt's looked good yesterday. How about that? All right, we're going to finish seated. So keep your weights, grab both of them, and have a seat. Grab a quick drink if you want. We're going to finish with some upper body strengthening, back to back to back to back to back, okay, until we wear our arms out. So if at any time your arms can't take it anymore, put your weights down and try to keep going. All right, so first up, we're doing 20 upward rows. Sit forward in your seat. Arms start down to the sides. We're going to bend forward over those legs. Our back is straight. We're rowing up to our hips and squeezing our upper back together for 20. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, squeeze that back, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, now we're going to the chest. We're only going to do 15 of these. It's a little harder. We will feel our shoulders too. A slight bend in the elbow. We're going to sit up nice and tall, okay? We squeeze the bottom of our weights together right in front of the chest for 15. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, now we're going to do our triceps. If you have arms on that chair, make sure you are clearing. Okay, we're going to bend and push back. So you need to be to the very front of your seat. We're going to bend forward like when we do upward rows. And we start at the end of our upward row where our weights are by our hips, our elbows are close by. We're going to extend our arms straight behind us and then back to the hips, no swinging forward. All right, let's try it. Push back, straight and bend. Straight and bend. Clear those arms. Good. Straight and bend. straight, and bend. Straight and bend. What are we on, Bill? 8. We're doing 15. 9. 10. 11. Squeeze those triceps. 12. 13. 14 and 15. We're going back to our upward rows for 20. Arms are now down to the side. We're bending forward over those legs. Row up for 20. Let's go. 1. Squeeze that back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 10 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19 and 20. All right, back to our chest for 15. Slight bend in the elbows, sitting up nice and tall, squeezing the bottom of the weights together for 15. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, we're going to go back to our triceps. Now, if that was hard in your chair, you can either do this. A, stand up, and so you clear your chair, or you can do straight arms back. Sometimes it's easier to clear those chairs with the arms, up to you. Okay, I'm going to do pushbacks, bending at the elbow. Okay, you can also stand, like I said, and clear that chair. Okay, or straight arms back. Now, with the straight arms back, you will still get your triceps, but you will get a little bit more of your upper back as well. All right, so for 15 tries, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to push those arms straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And put those weights down. Nice job. Okay, we have one more exercise to do for our arms without the weights. Still hard. Okay, so put those weights down. We're going to put our arms in a goalpost position. Okay. Look out. Make sure there's a nice big bend in the elbow. We're going to bring our arms together in front. Okay. So bring your elbows together. Bring your hands together in front. Now bring those elbows up chest height, keeping the elbows together if you can. We're going to push up and down, squeezing the back and shoulders. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get those elbows together if you can. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Shake it out. We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to stretch. So this is a good one if you are rehabbing your shoulder and you don't want to use weight. You're still squeezing this area, squeezing your chest and the front of your shoulder without weight. Certainly if it's bothering you, you can keep your arms low here, okay? All right, starting here, together, push up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Shake it out. Nice job. All right, hands on the thighs. feet are nice and wide, we're going to roll down to our feet. You can stop here. Okay, this is a lower back stretch. Make sure you feel nice and comfortable that you're not going to fall forward. You can stop here. You can bring your hands all the way to the floor if you want. Keep your head above your heart. So take your chin up a little bit and breathe. Okay? Think about that lower part of your spine, right where it attaches to your glutes. That's where we're stretching. That gets really tight sometimes. Deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's walk over to our right foot. Same thing. Stay here. You'll feel that stretch in the lower left part of your back. And now we're going to walk over to that left foot. Feel it in the right side of your lower back. And we're going to go back to the center one more time. Either your hands are on your feet or all the way down to the floor. Taking those deep breaths in and out. And let's walk ourselves back up. All right. Okay. We're still to the front of the seat, right? We're going to bring our right leg out. Stick our heel into the floor. Straighten that leg and then lean forward. Making sure our toe is pointed up or towards us. You can do that reach if you want, reaching for the toe. But let's make sure we concentrate on that hamstring first. Good. And let's sit up and switch. We're going to lean forward over those legs, stretching that hamstring. If you want, you can add that toe reach. Take those deep breaths still. Don't hold your breath through these stretches. Good. And we're going to sit up and scoot to the back of your chair. So now we're going to try to stretch that glute and hip a little bit. Keep your left foot down and bring that right leg up and over the top. Okay, you can stay right here. You'll probably already start feeling it a little in your hip. But if you want to get a deeper stretch, you're going to grab the outer part of your knee and pull that knee up towards the opposite shoulder. So that immediately opens up that right hip. All right. Now let's put our knee down. Take your hands on the inside of your thigh. Push that leg down and away. What we're trying to do is open up that hip flexor here where your leg attaches to your hip. So think about that spot right there. This is where we get our leg lifts, right? When we lift up our legs or we do kicks, we use that area right there. They can get real tight. So that's what we're trying to open that up a little bit. All right, let's switch those legs. Okay, you want to make this a deeper stretch in that hip. Take that outer knee, pull it up towards that opposite shoulder. You guys are so flexible. It's great. Okay, let's bring that leg down. We're going to take our hands on the inside of our leg and push that knee down and away, opening up that hip flexor. Deep breaths. Good. All right, let's put our feet down. Make sure your back is all the way up against the back of the chair, and then let's grab one side of your chair with both hands and twist your body that same way, your upper body. Twist around as far as you can and then hold it, but don't hold your breath. So you feel that big turn in your waist and your ribs and your spine. Good. Let's return back to the center and then switch to the opposite side. Good. And back to the center. All right, we're going to clasp our hands together in the front. Extend your arms forward and straight. Roll your shoulders forward. Drop your chin down between your shoulders towards your chest. We're pulling apart that upper back now. Keep pushing your shoulders forward, opening up that back. And then slowly lower those arms a little bit down. Now we're going to lift up that chin toward the ceiling and then open up those arms nice and wide. Keep your hands low. Try to bring them back behind your seat a little bit, opening up that chest, maybe even bending back over your chair a little. Good. All right, drop those arms down. We're going to take a deep breath and lift those hands up over your head. Stretch your body up. Big breath in. Exhale, reach down for those toes. Good. Inhale, reach up again. And exhale down. And we'll do that one more time. And lower. And come back up, and you are done for today. Nice job, everybody. Great job. All right. Thank you so much for joining me at home. Have a great rest of your day and happy spring. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.